Panama, we meet again. It feels like the US men's national team has been struggling against Panama lately. I mean, they knocked us out of the Gold Cup back in 2023 and they essentially did the same in the 2024 Copa America in the group stage. Despite all of that, the US men's national team are still the clear favorites. But that doesn't mean an upset can't happen. That doesn't mean an upset won't happen, even though I find it unlikely. So today we're going to preview this game, which is actually a very important game. The most important game so far in Pochettino's US men's national team head coaching career. Hello. If you're new here, I'm Filippo and welcome to Tactical Manager TV. And today we're going to be previewing the CONCACAF Nations League semifinals between the United States and Panama. And you know, the Nations League kind of sucks, but I like it. I enjoy it. I always have fun with it. Probably because the United States always wins. Yeah, in case you don't remember, this is the 4th edition of the Nations League. The United States has won all 3 of them so far. And today we're going to go through when and where to watch this game, any news and updates from the US men's national team, the projected starting 11, and much more, including Panama. So now, you may hit the like button in this video, because if you don't do so, you're going to be placed in Santa's naughty list. And you don't want to be in Santa's naughty list. No one wants to be in Santa's naughty list. And you can also comment your score predictions in the comment section down below. United States 1-0, Panama 1-0, 2-1, 3-1, penalty shootouts, whatever you think will happen, let us know in the comment section down below. Let's roll the intro and start the episode. The US men's national team is set to face Panama this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the CONCACAF Nations League semifinals. The game will be played in LA at the beautiful SoFi Stadium, and the winner of this match will face Mexico or Canada in the final. Now, if you are in the United States of America, you can watch this game on Paramount Plus or Univision. Now, in terms of commentary, we will be doing a live watch along here at the channel at Tactical Manager TV, so you can enjoy my beautiful voice for over 2 hours. After all, they do call me modern day Elvis, and they also do call me better looking and taller Tom Cruise, which I don't like to brag, but they're both very accurate. Now, as I said earlier, the United States has not done well against Panama in the past 2 competitive games. We were eliminated by them in the 2023 Gold Cup on penalty shootouts in the semifinals, and in the Copa America, they stunned the US men's national team with a 2-1 win, which ultimately led to the US being the first host nation to ever get grouped in Copa America history. So this game is essentially our revenge game. We did play them in a friendly in late 2024 and we defeated Panama 2-0, but come on, it's a friendly. This is the revenge game. This is where we have to beat the crap out of them. And actually, those are some very poor choice of words, because last time we lost to them in the Copa America, one of our players did try to beat the crap out of one of the Panamanian players, like literally try to beat the crap out of them, which that's probably why we lost, along with a very stupid coach. But anyhow, this is the revenge game. Now understand that throughout history, the US men's national team has a large advantage when it comes to facing Panama, with 19 wins in 28 games. The problem is that in the past 4 competitive games, we had 2 Panamanian wins, 1 draw, where Panama actually won on penalty shootouts, and only 1 American win, which was in World Cup qualifying. Look, the United States are the clear favorites here on paper, and they also host the game. It'll be played in the US. But Panama pulling a win here is not really that big of an upset. And if Pochettino and the players don't take it seriously, it can most certainly happen. Now, before we dive into the US men's national team projected starting 11 and then Panama, we're going to put a quick word from the sponsor of this video, SoRare. While the ad plays, drop a like in the video if you haven't already. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Do you collect sports cards? Do you play fantasy sports? Yes, no, maybe? If you said yes to any of that, I got something for you. And if you said no, you might still want to stick around. Tactical Manager TV is partnering up with SoRare with a special offer. The link will be in the description. In SoRare, you can collect your own virtual cards of your favorite players. And then you may be asking, why would I want to collect virtual cards? Well, you can line them up on 5-a-side games every single week. And if your players perform in real life, you can win actual money, signed jerseys, game tickets, or even more cards to improve your own club. And you can also get unique experiences like a friend of the channel, Fiago, that got to meet Zinedine Zidane. You know what's also cool? They also have the NBA and Major League Baseball. I'm mainly gonna just stick to soccer, but you do you. What I really like about Sorare before we even partnered with them is that they're unlike other fantasy games where you have to pay per play. In Sorare, you pay to get the players you want permanently as cards, and then you can play multiple times using those same cards, at least until the player retires, win rewards if your players perform in real life. You can also buy undervalued player cards for cheap, then hold, use them in the future when they improve or develop, and then you can even sell that card when its value goes up for better ones. Or just keep the money yourself. And if you use the link in the description of this video, you will get $50 in credit after buying your first 5 cards through auctions or instant buy at any prices. Play with responsibility. All right, enjoy. Okay, we are back, and I am 97.3% certain that you skipped that ad. Don't lie to me. I know you just did that. You totally skipped the ad. All right, with that said, let's talk about the US men's national team. So after winning the first 3 editions, the United States comes into this one looking for a foursome or a four-peat. I don't know, what do you call it when some team wins it 4 times in a row? Foursome, four-peat, orgy, whatever you want to call it. Now, the 2 favorites to win this edition are quite clearly the United States. We always are at this point. We're the best team in CONCACAF. And it's not Mexico number 2, it's Canada. I think Canada has a better team than Mexico right now. So I went through the entire US roster in our last live stream, so you can check that out if you want to. Now the updates since are that Johnny Cardoso has been cut due to a muscle discomfort. He's gonna stay in Spain. Now, at the time of this recording, Austin Trusty is questionable. He was not available for Celtic, but so far he has not been announced to be cut from the national team. No replacement has also been announced for Johnny while we are recording this on Sunday. What I'm going to do is I will leave a pinned comment in the comment section down below with any roster updates. You see, that's how nice I am. Also, just to recap, the US men's national team will also be missing players like Serginho Dest, Florin Balogun, Malik Tillman, Ricardo Pepi, and Haji Wright due to injuries or because they just got back from injury. But let's stop focusing on what we don't have. Let's focus on what we have, and that should apply to anything in life. Let's talk about the US men's national team projected starting 11 to face Panama. And I will be talking about the phase of play, how we might play and how we might look in possession, but right now I just want to go through the standard 4-2-3-1 formation that I expect from Mauricio Pochettino. On goal, I'm still expecting Matt Turner from Crystal Palace to be the starter, even though Zach Steffen is off to a hot start in his MLS season, and I think it could happen that Zach Steffen starts, even though I'm going to go with Matt Turner here. And remember, this is what I think Pochettino will do. The right back will definitely be Joe Scally. The left back will most certainly be Anthony Robinson. Now, the 2 center backs, in my opinion, will probably be Mark McKenzie and Tim Ream. I know you're going to say, what about Chris Richards? I still think Ream will start this one. Outside of Camp Cupcake, these were the 2 center backs he's always gone with. He only went with Miles once when McKenzie got injured. Sure, Chris Richards wasn't available, and he's definitely among the top 2 best center backs that we have, but I do think that he will first start McKenzie and Ream and slowly introduce Chris Richards back to the team. And I could be wrong. I would hope that he would go with McKenzie and Richards, but he's probably going to go with McKenzie and Ream. Regardless of who he picks, we should hold the clean sheet against Panama. We're going to talk about Panama in a second. Doesn't matter if it's McKenzie and Ream, McKenzie and Richards, or even if I'm playing as a center back. We should not concede a goal to Panama in this game. Now, the double pivot in the midfield will likely be Tyler Adams and Tanner Tessman. He started Tessman in both games against Jamaica, and now with Johnny Cardoso not being available, my bet is on Tyler Adams and Tessman as the double pivot, which honestly, they kind of complement each other. This might actually go very well. Now, the central attacking midfielder, in my opinion, will be Weston McKennie. Gio Reyna will probably come off the bench. Let's be real. McKennie can pick a pass. He's also goal dangerous. Personally, since we're probably going to be facing a low block, I would have gone with Gio Reyna, but I think Pochettino will start with Weston McKennie at the 10. And I'll explain how this will play out in the phases of play, at least in possession. I'm just saying what I think he'll do. The right winger will probably be Tim Weah. The left winger will be Christian Pulisic. And the center forward will be Josh Sargent, because who else? The other options are like Aguiman and Brian White. Okay, now in possession, how will this team behave? I think we're going to be playing in possession in a 3-2-4-1 formation with double 10s. All right, so let me actually show you that formation so you can better visualize it. Even though if you've watched the US play in October and even November under Pochettino, you kind of know what I'm talking about already. A little bit, right? Because he did try different formations in different phases of play and different roles for certain players, because we even saw A-Rob play as an 8 in possession at times with Pochettino. But against Panama, this is how I think he's going to set up this team in possession. We're going to have a back three with Scally, McKenzie, and Ream when we are in possession, when we're holding possession of the ball. Tessman and Tyler Adams in the double pivot. Weah providing the width on the right wing. Pulisic will tuck inside from the left wing and essentially play as a 10. And A-Rob will push high up the field and provide the width on the left. So McKennie and Pulisic would be double 10s, which if you're going against a low block, that's kind of smart and important to do so. I would prefer Weston as an 8 and then maybe Gio Reyna at the 10, but I think Pochettino will go with Weston and Pulisic as a double 10. And honestly, that should work. That should be enough to beat Panama and beat Panama very easily. I don't hate this lineup. And then obviously Josh Sargent as the lone striker. So very easy to understand, right? A back three with Scally, McKenzie, and Ream. The double pivot stays as it is. Weah stays where he is, providing the width on the right wing. McKennie stays as a 10, but then Pulisic will tuck inside and play as a 10 alongside McKennie, and A-Rob pushes high up the field and plays almost as a left winger in possession or left midfielder. I don't know if that's what's going to happen. That's what I think will happen. Now, you're going to drop a like in this video if you haven't already. And we're going to talk about Panama. And the Panamanian section is going to be quick. It's going to be a quickie. So Panama got here by knocking out Costa Rica in the quarterfinals of the CONCACAF Nations League, making it to their second consecutive Nations League semifinals. They have enjoyed some success lately with a Gold Cup final appearance in 2023 and a Copa America quarterfinals appearance last year in 2024. This team is very well coached by Thomas Christensen. He has got them to punch above their weight for years. Them eliminating the US men's national team once again here would be a major upset. But don't underestimate them. Truly, don't underestimate this team. We have already done that in the past, and it didn't really go well for us. Now, I'm expecting Panama to play on a 5-4-1 formation and most likely a low block, because that's more or less what we saw during the Copa America. And they will be missing Barcenas, their winger up top, and also Amir Murillo, their fullback from Olympique Marseille, possibly their best player alongside Carrasquilla. Defensively, this team will likely look good, but on offense, they will rely on the United States making mistakes or just having a lucky moment here and there. No, seriously, I'm not trying to offend Panama here. Their defense looks solid. I think they will be fine, and Carrasquilla in the midfield can get the job done, but their offense is kind of ass. I'll be surprised if they score a single goal this game. So I'm going to say it again. I honestly don't see Panama scoring, and if they do score, it's not going to be over one goal. They're going to score one goal max, but I'll be even surprised if they score one. And understand, no disrespect to Panama. We should respect them. And I think they can make it tough. They could even eliminate the United States, right? It's one game, anything can happen. But with Panama missing some key guys like Barcenas and Murillo, they lack depth. And the United States has a strong back line with McKenzie, Ream, Richards, players like McKennie, Weah, Pulisic, Reyna, Tyler Adams is back. They're all available. Makes the United States the clear favorites. I have close to no doubts that the United States will advance, and my prediction for this game is probably a 2-0 win for the US, one goal in the first half, one goal in the second half, and I am actually fairly confident. And that's all, everyone. I'll see you guys on Thursday for the live watch-along. Don't miss out on that. It's going to be fun. We're going to love it. It's going to be awesome, and the United States will most likely win. Again, I'm not disrespecting Panama. I'm just calling a spade a spade. The United States is the best team here. They will beat Panama. We will get our revenge, and that's it. All right? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching. Drop a like before you go, and have a great day. Bye-bye.